The administration just did a massive 180 on AI safety, officially mandating government testing for all frontier models. We are going to break down exactly what triggered this sudden reversal.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Thursday, May 7th, 2026. We are also covering explosive testimony in the ongoing OpenAI trial, eye-watering infrastructure investments, and why AI agents are suddenly learning how to dream.
Starting with that huge policy shift in Washington, the administration has officially reversed its stance on AI oversight, signing agreements with Google DeepMind, Microsoft, and xAI for government safety checks before and after model releases.
It is a major pivot, and it looks like Anthropic's new Claude Mythos model is the primary catalyst. Apparently, there were serious cybersecurity concerns that triggered a push for a new executive order mandating these pre-release tests.
Speaking of intense scrutiny, the courtroom drama is really heating up in the Musk versus Altman trial. Former OpenAI CTO Mira Murati just testified under oath that Sam Altman lied to her about safety standards for a new model.
That is a bombshell. She claimed he falsely stated the legal department cleared a model from needing the deployment safety board. Coupled with Siobhan Zilis testifying about her work across Musk's AI portfolio, the governance concerns at OpenAI are taking center stage.
Legal headaches are hitting other tech giants today, too. Apple just agreed to a $250 million class action settlement over Siri. Users successfully argued the company severely overpromised on Siri's AI capabilities, which sets a massive precedent for how these companies market their roadmaps.
Moving from the courtroom to the server room, the infrastructure spending numbers we are seeing today are practically unbelievable. SpaceX is proposing a $119 billion terafab chip factory in Texas.
That scale is hard to wrap your head around, but it ties directly into xAI's ambition to become a massive neo-cloud provider. Interestingly, reports on SpaceX's impending IPO suggest the terms will grant virtually unchecked executive authority to the CEO and severely restrict investor lawsuits.
The capital requirements across the board are just astronomical right now. Just look at Anthropic. They reportedly committed $200 billion to Google Cloud over the next 5 years. That single deal accounts for over 40% of Google's entire cloud backlog.
To make all this hardware actually work together, OpenAI, AMD, Intel, Microsoft, and NVIDIA just developed a new open-source networking protocol called MRC. It routes data across hundreds of simultaneous paths, which drastically cuts down the switch layers needed to connect over 100,000 GPUs.
All that compute power is being channeled into a major shift in how we interact with software. Both Google and Meta are racing to deploy highly integrated personal AI agents, currently codenamed Remy and Hatch.
Google is taking this so seriously that they completely shut down their experimental browser agent, Project Mariner, just to focus all their resources on Remy. To support this, they also unveiled their 8th-generation TPUs today, specifically engineered for continuous multi-step agent reasoning loops.
The most fascinating agent development today comes from Anthropic. At their developer conference, they showed off a new dreaming feature for Claude-managed agents.
Yes, it literally reviews past events and memory stores during scheduled downtime to curate specific memories. It is a brilliant way to overcome context window limitations, allowing the AI to maintain long-term context across massive multi-step projects.
Bringing it back to the business side, these rapid innovations are definitely causing growing pains. Match Group, the parent company of Tinder, just announced a hiring slowdown specifically because their new AI tools are costing them so much money.
It really highlights the harsh economic reality of deploying advanced AI at scale, but the money is still flowing into the right players. Chinese AI lab DeepSeek is nearing a $45 billion valuation, with a massive funding round led by China's State Chip Fund.
That is a huge validation of their ability to train models using a fraction of the compute power of their US rivals. Meanwhile, OpenAI is looking to boost its own revenue by opening its ChatGPT ad platform to small businesses.
They completely removed the previous $50,000 minimum budget. By building out a full self-serve advertising platform, they are targeting $2.5 billion in ad revenue this year alone.
It always comes back to monetization, but the biggest takeaway today is definitely that regulatory whiplash in Washington. Government-mandated pre-release testing for frontier models is going to completely change the development timeline for every major AI lab going forward.
Absolutely. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, please take a second to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show.
Thanks for tuning in, and have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.